Heyo everybody, Haku here with 2 Jump Week. Really excited to get into the second video with this. In this one we're going to be reading Chapter 23 of Phantom Seer, Chapter 3 of ITLC, and Chapters 1 and 2 of Witch Watch, which just started. I'm dropping the Elusive Samurai, because honestly, I didn't think it was very good. Like, I know it's by the same person that did Assassination Classroom, but it just felt like... for those of you who have been watching these Jump Week videos so far, I think I owe an explanation for why I'm dropping it. It felt like we were constantly being, like, told stuff like, oh, look how great this character is and all the things they're going to accomplish, but we were never, like, shown that within the story. We were never actually developing the actual characters in there. And it just felt like instead of fleshing things out, we were just constantly skimming over things and just being told, okay, this happened, then this happened. So it just wasn't very good. So I'm dropping that. By next week, I will be adding at least one more series, because by then I should be caught up to, I've just been calling it Yakuza Dentist, but the actual title is Excuse Me Dentist, It's Touching Me. But that's amazing, it's so funny, so if you want to catch up to that by next week to be reading that along with me too. Yeah, that one's really, really good. So I'm excited to start talking about that on the week to week. I should be caught up to have it in next week's video. But yeah, I love Phantom Seer. I am so happy with how well apparently the sales are going for the first volumes, especially for like new, kind of newish, a newish author and artist. Plus, ITLC, I loved the first 2 chapters, I really did. And in Witch Watch I'm interested in, it's by the creator of Sket Dance and Astra Lost in Space. But Jump really, last year, they lost half of their top 10 best-selling manga, plus they lost a bunch of others that were either canceled or ended. So there's going to be probably a lot of new stuff showing up in 2021 that I'm excited for. Plus, it's time to breathe, time for stuff like Manga Seer to be on, or not Manga Seer, Phantom Seer to be on the rise. Yeah, I love Phantom Seer. So, yeah, either way, I'll get into Phantom Seer first, then I'll do ITLC, then I'll do Witch Watch. And I'm pretty sure all 3 of these are... because I'm going to use these Jump Week videos for both Jump and Jump Plus stuff on the weekly, but I'm pretty sure all 3 of these are in, like, actual main published Shonen Jump. So, yeah, either way, first and foremost, we're going to do Phantom Seer, Chapter 23. Alright, here we go, continuing with Chapter 23, The Phantom of the Dollhouse. And I'm so excited because I mentioned it last week, but I'm loving this arc so far. I'm really excited that Tsumuji might be keeping her powers. And also, I don't know, just these conceiving hands remind me of the Sensui 7 from Yu Yu Hakusho's Chapter Black. And it's so good. So we're starting off with... crap, I forgot his name already. Before we split up into 2 groups, let's review the plan. We know the Puppet Master is somewhere in this house. We need to find them and capture them alive. In the end, our main objective is to find out Senju Doji's location. If we let Senju do whatever she likes, it's only a matter of time before she completes her army. Also, are you sure you should be here, Aibetsu? With your disintegration barrier and detection ability, you'd be a great help against the Puppet Master, but we know that Senju's trying to meld with beckoning hands. I'm worried for you, Aibetsu. Aibetsu's got a tough hide. She'll be fine. I love this. See, I really like Riku as, like, one of the main characters to me. Tough hide. Is that a compliment? Besides, before we came, my sister told us to protect her. Protect her with your life, right, Kenma? You too, Kenma. Yeah. I see. If you two are protecting her, I'll leave it be. Just be careful. I want to see her, like, really, like, be able to protect herself, though, you know what I mean? I really, really like Aibetsu. And I kind of want to view her as the main character. I know, like, all of the... she feels like more of a main character story-wise so far. I know, like, Iori has kind of been, like, on all the artwork as the main character, But to me, Riku feels much more like a main character than he does. Of the 5 conceiving hands I told you about, one has fought Yayoi before and lived. But that's not the puppet master. Besides controlling dolls, we don't know anything about them. I could go on forever if I list out all my worries. Don't drop your guard. Damn it. He warned us, but look at us now and we're getting into this fight. I'm excited to see what Kondo's powers are. Oigawa, is Aibetsu? She's okay. Hiyori's with her. Hiyori could have escaped on his own, but he didn't. It's so she wouldn't be alone. To be by her side and protect her. That doll should be going back to its master, the puppet master. And we see the doll that has them running off. I agree. Let's move on. Saving those 2 and our original objective haven't changed. We'll take care of this nuisance and find the puppet master. This doll is so cool too. Goro, Rokuro, Shichiro. Divinity's power. And of course, Go, Roku, and Chi-Chi are 5, 6, and 7, so I wonder what's up with the original 4. Divinity's power. And he does, I'm assuming, a wind blast. And knocks the head off the doll. Until preparations are complete, you may not leave this room. This is so cool. What? Ropes just came out of the floor. They've blocked the exit. How annoying. Okay, we're about to see it. Yo, this is so cool. Chains and a dog head. Kusari Guhin. Guhin, a mountain phantom closely related to Tengu. So, Miss Kondo is also a mountain shaman. Oigawa, shoot Divinity's power at the Guhin. Guhin is a phantom that also uses Divinity's power. She has a plan. And it just devours it. And then it spits it back out. You blew away the entire door. Spitball. The Guhin is able to create a stronger blast of Divinity's power. Doesn't it feel good? Let's ignore this doll and go. Preparations are complete. Yo, I love the waifu doll. Her face reminds me of Torture Tutora, or from 'Tis Time for Torture Princess. Oigawa, ignore it. I'm sure it can't do anything to us. That can't be the puppet master, right? Yes, conceiving hands are human. Then we can ignore it. Unless they did some sorcery stuff, you know? It's true, it can't do anything, but something's bothering me. And then she's waiting on him. What happened? I'm allowed to trip. Oh, no, it's because she tripped walking to the exit. I'm allowed to trip sometimes. I love Kondo. It's just hard to walk. And then she notices something. And her leg is a doll's leg. Geez, I love the random trippy scenes that we get in this manga. Oigawa, get out of that room. And his arm has been changed. Damn it. My hand. So I wonder then if they're doing the same thing that Kanzaki was doing to change Sumuji. If this power is related to that. Dolls. We're turning into dolls. Hee hee, it's too late now. Just a whiff of this smoke will turn your entire body into a doll. We won't let you get to the puppet master. Instead, we'll do this. It'll be just like a child taking her dolls apart. The dolls. And of course this, hi, I'm Robert. This is clearly a Chucky reference here. We'll make sure you exorcists end up in pieces. So cool. I have no strength at this rate. And then the Tengu bite down on his arm. You guys? What is it? What are you trying to tell me? They're biting my doll arm. Haha, foolish Tengu. If the shamans are in a panic, you can't do anything. You truly are just puppets. Stay calm. They keep biting my arm. It hurts and there's blood. Oh, because her doll leg bled too, so it's probably not them being fused. It's probably just an illusion. Blood, even though we're turning into dolls. Spiritual connection. Through my telepathic connection with the Tengu, I won't see with my eyes. I'll see what the Tengu sees. I can project it into my mind's eye. We haven't turned into dolls. It's an illusion. They had us convinced we'd become dolls. So I wonder if that's the same thing with Riku and Iori shrinking then. I wonder if that was just another illusion. How can you move? How'd you know it was an illusion? Because the Tengu told me. They made the choice to help me. My little brothers. Divinity's power. Spear of Kanarabi. Yo, Genma going in. Fallen tree cut. He just slices through all these dolls. So cool. Are not puppets. So cool. Alright. So that was it for Phantom Seer. I'm gonna do I Tell C next. That was really fun. I'm loving this arc. That was a really fun fight. I love Kondo already. And I love the like I said, when she first saw her leg transform, just the trippy, off-putting scenes, like, they're so well done. There's, like, this old-school, horror-y sense to the way that the angles are shot and everything. I don't know, it feels really, really good to read, you know what I mean? It's really satisfying to read. But yeah, those are just really well done. And the art always looks great in terms of concept. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching Phantom Seer if this is all you're watching, but I'm going to move on to ITLC Chapter 3. Time for ITLC Chapter 3, Bright. I'm extremely excited for this one. I loved the first two chapters. I really, really love Aioi. She is so good. Top waifu, BRB committing a murder to get her attention. She is amazing. I also really like Sekon and Ukon, whichever the main one is, I really, really like, but the more background one, his comedy gimmicks with the candy and everything were really funny too. So I'm excited for more of this. The characters already have me interested. The story has me very interested, but I'm also like wondering like where they can take it, because it could either be something that's really limited, or it could be something with tons of potential, but I can't really tell so far on the way it's written. But I love the first two chapters, and I'm really, really optimistic for more. So yeah, starting chapter 3, we have Aioi captured, of course. So, you're awake. My, how you shine so brightly, my precious star. Oh, he doesn't even know. So, I tell C. Okay. Please look up anyone that was on, or please look up anyone that was on duty the day of the incident. I'm almost certain Miss Aioi has already made contact with her perp. The small build, and more importantly, the positively shining white hair. It's perfect for Lolita. You girls. And he has pictures of all his victims. Can be my #1 stars. Eee! And she's probably upset that he has eyes for other women. She starts sniffling. Oh, don't cry, my precious star. It's just how it has to be. Mommy would yell at me for playing with dolls, so I'll just have to. Play with you instead. I'm so happy. She is the best. Me? You're #1? I'm absolutely beaming with joy. She just slices the ropes off. The greatest. Well, that's a surprise. You're not going to cry or yell or anything? Of course not, silly. I love criminals. Well, all I want is to share my life with the person who called me his #1 star. You. Ah, yes, I am your little star of destiny. See? I'm already dressed for our date. And she, like, takes off the trench coat to show that she's in the Lolita clothes. I scoured the case file to help me pick this out. Well, how do you like it? It's dreadful. It is? Those aren't the clothes I wanted you in. Take them off. Take them off right now, or I'll take them off myself. And he comes at her with a knife. Shot down again. And then he just gets his ass kicked by freaking... I don't remember. Like, I'm getting so confused. I think he's Ukon, but he just freaking domes him with his heel to the back of his head. The guy is probably concussed as all hell from that. Are you alright, Miss Aioi? Mr. Sakon. Okay, so I got him backwards. He's Sakon. Alright. And Ukon just handcuffs him. He was the only one who fit the perp's criteria. We used his cab's GPS to track him here, and Miss Iowie? And she's like running off. You can't compromise the scene like that. And she's just smashing all the stuff. There's still someone here. A 4-digit lock. I bet it's the same number as his PIN number. And why would you know that? And it works. Same clothes on as the mannequin. He must have wanted us in matching outfits. Are you alright, miss? No, please don't hurt me. Let me go back to Mommy. She's confused. Don't worry. We're police office. Don't worry, says Iowie. You're okay now. And she hugs her. Okay. Mr. Sakon, is my taste really that tacky? Huh? Not sure. I ended up getting dumped this time because our fashion senses differed. That's what you're worried about? And she has another picture of this guy now. I gotta say, I was surprised. Seeing you hug that girl made you look like some sort of saintly mother. I love her fashion as well. Actually, the exact same thing he dissed her for. I love Iowie's fashion in this series so far. By the way, these reports need filling out. Whoa. You know, I may fall in love with the criminals, but the victims are innocent. I'm not endorsing crime by any means, but every criminal has a reason for committing the crime that they do, and I want to validate the sadness behind those reasons. That's how my love works. I give them support and acceptance. Still, I must thank you. And he's probably thinking of the guy from his past, but we saw that with this guy here, that because he wasn't allowed to play with dolls as a kid, the gender roles fucked him up. So this guy was a victim of society, but also people were totally victims of him. So I get where I's coming from with this, even though she's a psychopath. No one has ever saved me before. I was quite shocked. We have to hurry. Miss Iowie's in trouble, and we have a flashback. Why is no one responding to my request for backup? Because it's Iowie. Huh? At the end of the day, Iowie's a criminal to the police. She's merely a tool and disposable at that. It may not be fair to think of her in that fashion, but that's how it is. Crime equates to poison. Hey, I heard Iowie almost got herself killed. Wasn't there a request for backup? Who in their right mind would rush to save a criminal? And once you have poison on your hands, no one will reach for them. That's the price you pay, the cross you bear. And that's what all criminals must live with. Could that be why she accepts criminals into her life? It's almost like her form of benevolence. And she's just grinning. Oh, I freaking love her. Well, anyway, just so we're clear, saving you doesn't mean I approve of your criminal ways. Accepting criminals into your life. But I don't think that means I won't continue to save you if needed. It's the way I feel about her now. How you felt too, Dad? I'm gonna go jog off these cookies. But I'm begging you, please stop jumping headlong into danger. My duty's to watch over you, so I'll stop you if I have to. I suppose he has a point. I can't afford to die just yet. I still need to find this person. And it was the one who abducted her. And kill them. So again, she's like playing like she's all in love or whatever. But she didn't just fall in love with him. Or maybe, actually, I'm not going to read the rest yet. Maybe she isn't actually in love with them at all. And all of this psycho love stuff is just a game she's playing to get people to, like, she really wants to be a vigilante and use criminal efforts to hunt down these criminals and everything, fight poison with poison. But if she just did that, she would seem like, again, just some sketchy criminal, but she's doing all the crazy love stuff after her abduction so that the police will just be like, we can just kind of deal with it and use her as a tool because she was a victim too. So actually, she might be playing everyone here. This is the tale of two detectives struggling to control poison. So yeah, all of this love stuff, that's an interesting thing, and I like that they kept it vague and they didn't just have her straight up be like, yes, this is all going according to plan or anything. I like that it's vague whether she actually feels the psycho love stuff or if it's all just a ploy to help her find and kill the person who abducted her. I like that. I like that a lot. This is really good so far. Alright, so I'm loving ITLC so far. That was really, really incredible. And next I'm going to read the first 2 chapters of Witch Watch, and then I'll end it for this week. Like I said, next week I'll be having Yakuza Dentist up here, and I'll be adding a bunch more stuff. I mentioned in the last chapter I read, Phantom Seer, that I mentioned 'Tis Time for Torture Princess. Whenever I'm caught up with that, I'm adding that too, even though I believe both that and Yakuza Dentist are Jump Plus. But either way, that's it. Moving on to Witch Watch. Okay, everyone, and lastly for this week, we're going to be reading Witch Watch Chapters 1 and 2. I didn't see Chapter 1 last week. I didn't see it up. I'm not sure if this is Jump Plus or if this is Jump Prime. Like, I think this is actual mainline Jump, though. But yeah, it's by the creator of Sket Dance and Astra Lost in Space, which are both names, like, I haven't read or watched the anime for either of them. I think they both have anime, or at least Sket Dance I know does. I haven't watched or read either of them, but I've definitely heard of both. So yeah, the summary here before I get into reading the first chapter is, Morihito, a boy with the strength of an ogre, is about to start living together with his childhood friend Nico, who's training to be a witch. Nico's magic leads to all sorts of unpredictable trouble, and with 2 teens under one roof, let the fantastical antics begin. Alright, so here we go with Chapter 1. Gotta give it a second to load. And this is, like usual for new series and Jump, the first chapter is 57 pages, which is seemingly standard for new series, at least all the ones I've been reading. So we're starting off with some color pages. Nico, wait. Yeah, Mom, I almost forgot to give you this. A lucky bell passed down in our family. Keep it on you at all times, okay? Now take care. I will. See you later. Alright, and we have a color spread here with the 2 of them. I love the traditional witch stuff going on with her over there. Okay, cool. Yo, Otogi. Morihito Otogi. Heh, I was hoping I'd run into you. Just stereotypical delinquent guy. You owe me one for dissing me the other day. Your name is Kelpfish, right? Bro, did you forget? It's Momota, and I mean Azuka, Saruwatari, Yamamoto. Their names are references to Momotaro. Oh, come on, at least have a Kiji to fill out the party. Don't play dumb with me. It was graduation day. Me and the boys were messing with Kame when you butted in and let him run back home to Ryugu Town. Pick one myth to mimic and stick with it. And this Levi's, I think it's a Levi's reference level 5 hat on this guy. And don't think we didn't catch you making fun of Momotachi's hair when you ran. Oh, so his name is Momota. I was just getting too many kelpfish vibes to notice. And Ryugu Town is a reference to the Dragon Palace and the legend of Urashima Taro. Momotachi spends 50 minutes every day getting his hair just right. It's more precious to him than his life. Momota needs to value his life more. You'll be dragging your face off the ground when we're done with you. Dragon Palace crowns when underdone chew. Gotcha. Jeez, Yamamoto, learn to enunciate. Get him, boys. And he just dodges. This is so funny. How's he doing that? And he's just dodging all of them. Hold still, damn it. Why did you let them punch you like that, Morihito? I let them win, Dad. I could have beaten them to a pulp if I'd really wanted to. You know that line makes you sound like a whiny brat, right? You remember, right, Dad? Back when we were kids, Momota was the kid I did punch once, and I really hurt him. That was years ago. You've trained hard since then and learned how to control your strength. If an ogre hesitates to use his strength out of fear too often, it becomes habit. Then it won't be there for you when you really need it. So I wonder then if they're really Oni then, because his hair kind of looks like horns. I'm not going to need my ogre strength in everyday life anyway. If thugs want to mess with me, fine. It's quicker to let them hit me and leave feeling like they accomplished something. Morihito, I have something to talk about. to talk to you about, one ogre to another. Hmm? You remember Nico? Wait, do you mean Nico the Witch? And then his childhood is just her screwing around with magic and him being horrified by it. She moved away to the Witch's Holy Land so she could train back when we were in 4th grade, right? Right. It's been 6 years, but now she's finished her training and is moving back here. So I wonder if this isn't like a normal world, but is actually like I would love if this is like a modern world, but with like witches and ogres and stuff like that. And it's not like, oh, we're secretly ogres or secretly witches. It's just a normal thing. It's just a setting with that kind of fantasy stuff, but set in like modern style. That'd be really cool. It's been 6 years, but she's finished her training and is moving back here. She's who I want to talk to you about. Witches normally take an animal for a familiar when they finish training, but Nico wants to be different. She insists on making you her familiar, and then he spits out his food laughing, or at least maybe not laughing, just spitting it out. What? I get why you'd spit out your fish cake. For centuries, it's been normal for a witch to choose an animal for their familiar. But far in the past, some witches' familiars absorbed enough magic that they gained human shape. An ox familiar and a tiger familiar gained human shape and mated with humans. Their family lines mixed, making us ogres. We ogres are from a lineage of familiars. Yes, I know about our family roots, but in this day and age, effectively ordering me to become someone else's servant is just plain weird. Yes, our family's ties as lords and vassals are something from the far past, but the old contracts are still valid. Disobey a witch's order and you'll be cursed to revert to our ancestors' forms. Our ancestors' forms? Your body will turn into some strange animal that's a mishmash of a tiger and a cow, probably. Please kill me! The tragedy of having 2 separate ancestral lines. Wait a sec, are you kidding me? What's up with that nasty curse? If it really has to be done, you become her familiar, Dad. Oh, I'd love to be the servant of a high school-age witch, but if I could, but I can't. Oh, but Dad. Oh, that's so good. You want to, huh? Unfortunately, I'm leaving tomorrow for a long-term business trip overseas. Though, for all this talk about familiars, you'd basically be her bodyguard. Her bodyguard? Due to various circumstances, her mother's staying in the Holy Land. Nico's coming back here alone. With me on my business trip, you'll be living here on your own, too. As such, we've decided that the 2 of you will live together in this house alone. And then he spits out 2 of them. Okay, that time that was on purpose. The art's pretty nice, too. Like, it's obviously, like, again, it's not like Phantom Seer level with new series and art, but it's a lot better than a lot of others that I've read. I wonder how Moe is doing. Nico? Is that you? I missed you, Moe. Idiot. It's not like we'll be separated again. We're living together from now on. Eek! And so she's going to be the one with the crush on him then. Us, 2 childhood friends living together, even though we're high schoolers now. I can already see the leaks popping out of the top of our shopping bags. And she loses her balance. Uh-oh, yikes. I'm Morihito. Moihito. What? Can't pronounce it. Oh well. Moihito. Moi. It'll be interesting to see that klutz again. Wonder how much she's grown. And she just busts through the window, throwing glass over his face. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. What? The world's most gutsy burglar. Posture. Fell apart. Kinda lost control of the broom. Sorry, Moe. Nico. Moe. I missed you. And, he starts sweeping. I have to say, I didn't expect this. I mean, all of 0 seconds? I braced myself for trouble because I knew it was probably coming, but I didn't think you'd manage to flub something the second you got here. I'm sorry, Moe. Don't touch those. You could hurt yourself. Okay. You're tired from your trip, right? Go rest in the dining room. Okay. I baked some cookies this morning. Have some. Okay. They're so cute. I love Morihito already, and I love that she's just like so incompetent that he's basically just babysitting her. He's so nice and so handsome. Ah, he's hot. Moi is seriously hot. He grew up way hotter than I expected. And he's still just as blunt and considerate and funny hair having as he always has. Or as he always was. I love her face here. And now we have to live together. What am I going to do? I'm sure all kinds of things are going to happen. All kinds of things? Like what? What kind of all kinds of things? Yeah, I mean, he's an ogre, but he's also a teenage boy, and I'm sure he has to be looking at me that way. I bet he's having tons of lewd thoughts about me right now. Nico? Yeah. I know you're confused about this all of a sudden, or this sudden turn of events. I sure am. But you're welcome here. I look forward to our time together. He's so serious. Thanks, I'm glad to be here. And, I'm sorry about all this bodyguard and roommate stuff. It was my mom's idea. She asked your dad. The funniest thing in the world would be if he were just gay. Like, not as a joke, but just, like, straight-laced, like, not interested at all. Or if he's straight, but just not interested at all. That would be completely great. That would be, like, such a funny twist on this. If he's just not interested in her whatsoever. It was my mom's idea. She asked your dad, and the two of them decided without even talking to us. But I'm sure this must be a big pain in the butt for you, Moi. It's all supposedly part of the old contracts. We just have to accept it. I don't want to wind up some freakish mishmash of a tiger and an ox for the rest of my life. I'll go throw out the broken glass. Let me help. Oh, I know. Let me use magic to fix the broken window. What? You can? Mwahaha! Just who do you think I am, The one who broke the glass in the first place. Oh, but this spell needs a medium in order to work. A medium? Yeah, is there anything lying around that's kinda important to you? I'm not sure what you're asking, but will this mug do? It's a vintage Fire King character mug. It's very precious to me. Great, that'll do perfectly, and she's gonna destroy it in order to fix the window, isn't she? Now, I hold my left hand over the glass bits and my right hand over the mug. Which? Recovery. And the glass starts fixing itself. It's fixed. That's amazing. Heh, easy as pie. And she claps her hands. Huh? What was that sound? That was the sound of your sacrificial mug breaking. Wait a sec. Sacrificial? What do you mean sacrificial? Ah, my vintage Fire King mug. This is a spell that works off the feelings and care of the the feelings of care and value that people invest in items. Warn a guy ahead of time, would ya? And what are you looking so smug for, huh? I really cared about that mug. And that care is what fixed the broken window. The window that you broke. Ah, jeez. That aside, the window looks good as new. This magic stuff is incredible. You've grown a lot, Nico. And then, Doki Doki. Oh, it's not that impressive. Heh. Here, let me show you some other spells too. No, that's fine. I don't need to... Ooh, what kind of spell should I use? I know. How about one that makes three-dimensional objects as flat as paper? What the heck? Do you have anything that you don't mind getting turned to paper? No! Come on, I promise I can turn it back. Your last spell shattered my favorite mug. Ah, okay then. I'll try casting it on myself. Flip, flap, flat. What? And then she turns to paper. Ah! And she just, the woob sound effect flops over. Nico! Moi! Nico! Moi! My vision is all woobly. I'm not sure what's going on. What do I look like right now? You're flat as a sheet of paper. Oh yeah, I'm such a one-dimensional person. No, it's because you got a big head and cast a spell on yourself. Oh, this is bad. I feel sick. Real sick. All my insides are doing the wave. I was gonna say she went from smooth brain to flat brain. Are you sure that's a spell that's okay to cast on people? I have to revert back to normal. Ah, and she starts blowing away. You're kidding me. Nico! Jeez, she went over that fence as cleanly as an Olympic hurdler. And then he's still chasing after her. Damn it. Quit wavering all over the place. Not good. Motion sick. I'm gonna... Blah. She's just... Her barf turned into confetti because it's all two-dimensional. Hold still. This is so funny. This is so good so far. How far are you going? And she slaps into a window. And just keeps crashing into stuff. Moi, you got stuck on the fence? Good. Now turn yourself back. And she flops down in the gap. Huh? You slipped into the crack. Damn it, I can't even fit my hand in there. That seems very dangerous to just leave a crack like that lying between houses. Huh? You slipped into the crack. Damn it. Can't even fit my hand in there. Nico, use magic. Don't you have some kind of spell that'll get you out of there? No, I don't. All I can use right now is the reverse spell. But if I turn myself back here, I'll be squashed flat for real. Okay, hang in there. Just a minute. I'll think of something. I know. A vacuum. I'll go get the vacuum cleaner from home. Moe, this could be bad. Huh? I think the spell might be close to wearing off. What are we going to do? Yo, what are you doing in front of a guy's house, bro? Kelpfish, it's Momota. Wait, this is your house? Yeah, you knew that, didn't you? You're here for payback. Am not. Still, this is perfect. I need a vacuum. Let me borrow yours, please. Something important slipped into the crack between the walls and I can't get it out. Is that so? What, is that how you ask someone for a favor? You piss me off. What do you want me to grovel? Fine, I'll grovel. Just hurry up and get it. What are you taking that all seriously for, bro? I don't need no groveling. Just how about you take a breath and calm down first, Kay? I don't have time for that. What are you gonna do? Like you can even punch me, coward. Don't fear your strength. What are you gonna... what? You wanna go, Otagi? Go ahead, try to punch me, you wuss. Heh, that whole thing sure blew up, huh? And it's your fault, 'cause you've got no control. What, you want to go apologize to Momotachi's family for being a meanie again? They'll call the cops on you, I bet. Heh, you can't punch me anymore. You wouldn't dare. I'm not afraid of you. Moi! And he gets beat up. What's the point of ogre strength? It's useless. All it does is cause stupid fights. It's only good for hurting people, not protecting people. It's all stupid and bad. You did a good job not hitting back. I'm proud of you. You're aware of your own strength, but you can't just fear and ignore it. That can lead to a weak heart. Then what should I do? If you want to learn how to use your power properly, you have to train. Your grandfather forced me to learn Ogre Qigong, insisting it had to be passed down in the family as tradition. But I didn't do the same with you, Morihito. Times are different now. I think it's perfectly fine if you want to live your life as a normal human. Are you glad that you learned Ogre Qigong, Dad? Yes, I am. Even if you never use it, simply having strength can be very important. A strong, disciplined body fosters a strong heart. If you want, Morihito, I'll train you in the family art. Do you think you can take it? Is that Holy Land or whatever far away? No, it's not far by bullet train, but they said it's protected by a magic barrier and normal people can't find it. Oh, thanks for protecting me all the time. I promise I'll learn magic spells for healing boo-boos. Moi! Huh? Did I hear a voice out of there? That's right. We can just fix it after. Huh? I don't have to be scared. We have magic. We can just fix it. What are you talking about? Might as well just do it. We see him using his strength. Sorry bro. Vacuum cleaner, right? Gotcha. I'll get it right now. Ogre Qigong. Fighting arts. Metal club. And he just breaks through the wall behind him. That was a good excuse to just break the whole wall. And I love the misdirect there. Blah. Nico. And she goes fluttering out. And then pops back to normal. So cute. Moi. Good. I got you out in time. What the heck? Wait, no way. What? Oh, shut up. Why are you still here? Hey, you're that girl from when we were kids, Nico. Oh, aren't you that neighborhood bully kid? Kelpfish. Quit calling me that. Anyway, forget that. Look what you just did to that wall. That's my family's property. Yes, I know. We'll just fix it with magic. Nico, you can use witch recovery on it. Yeah? Witch what? But it's a lot of damage. It'll take something really precious to fix. That won't be a problem. Apparently he values his hair more than his life. Huh? And he's bald now. See you, Baldta. Wait, was that Baldzeta? Hold on a sec. The wall's suddenly fixed, and I'm bald for some reason. How the heck did any of that happen? Who the heck are you two? A witch and her ogre. You dunce! You break our window, turn yourself into paper, get blown away by the wind, and slip into a crack? How am I supposed to keep up with all that? Slipping into a crack like that was a coincidence. It wasn't my fault at all. That's not the point. Hee hee, sorry, Moe. Whatever, we're going home. Moe's grown, grown so big. I'm sure he's trained a lot too, but he's still just as serious as he always was. I'm in love. Hee hee hee. Over the next year, disaster will befall Nico. It's been prophesied. Her mother can use divination magic. When she divined Nico's future, that's what she saw. We don't know the details yet, but it's clear that some sort of danger is looming over her. What? Nobody knows what's going to happen, but you're saying I have to protect her from it? Prophecies aren't always fulfilled. When Nico's mother divined possible ways to ward off the disaster, the result said her guardian shall be her familiar. I wonder what Moe thinks. Protecting Nico is my duty. So this is interesting. She's like, no thoughts, head empty, and he's like, deep in the plot. I guess dealing with all the trouble she causes is just part of the job. Huh? What's that, Moe? And so the witch and her familiar began their life together, with the words, danger ahead, stabbing into the familiar's mind like the horns of an ogre. I loved that. That was so funny. I loved the world. Like I said, I'm going to end up loving it even more if it turns out to be something where it's like modern day, but just stuff like witches and ogres are normal. That's going to be really, really fun to read. If we get more stuff like that, not just witches and ogres. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. It's probably going to end up being like a romantic comedy. It was great as a comedy. I don't know how much... I think I would like it more as a non-romance, but you know what? I'm fine with it being a romance too. Alright, Chapter 2, A Magical Duo. I like this color frontispiece here. I like their designs a lot, both of them. Okay. Summary. Witch Nico has moved in with her childhood friend, who is now her familiar. Should our futons be a little farther apart? Are you stupid? He says. Why do we have to sleep together in the living room? There's enough bedrooms for each of us to have our own. Oh, come on, Moe. Why are you acting so shy? It's not like we're strangers. I even know all about the birthmark you have on your bottom. Do not make that joke around people. I mean it. Okay. I'll sleep alone. But can I say one thing first? I'm but a simple girl. I'm honored you chose me. Please, be gentle. Don't say stuff like that when we're sitting on our beds. And now we see she's conked out. Over the next year, disaster will befall Nico. It's been prophesied. Does she have any idea of the danger she's in? And so, the two spent their first night together. And their first morning together. Morning, Moe. Boy, there's something so blushy about all this. I don't feel blushy. And how about you get dressed before coming down for breakfast? We may be childhood friends, but we're still a boy and a girl. And then she just is like, oh, you recognize the situation we're in. Nico, a witch in love. Or what's your impression of Moe? I don't know. I'm not sure if he's looking at me romantically just yet, but I can definitely tell he sees me as a girl. I mean, he is a teenage boy. Yeah, I'm totally prepared for stuff like that. We're living in the same house and all. Stuff is like going to happen, you know, or not. It's like all, oh my god, I just know sparks are gonna fly. And then for him, living together, this is gonna be such a pain in the butt. And now we have Gaines Home Center. Okay, next. An umbrella, a cup for the bathroom, a cute one. You're still buying more? Hee, it's so much fun shopping together. I don't mind shopping together, but you're going overboard. But this is just for our our new life together. You don't need to buy stuff that we already have at home. And so our new life together began. Alright? Hey, no diving into your own little world right now. My heart danced for joy as we bought all the little things we'd need for our home. Let's pick the curtains out, or pick out the curtains together. We don't need new curtains, and we'll hide the spare key under the potted plant by the door. Are we married now? Hey, did you really have to buy this much? My arms are ready to fall off. Oh, come on, you're an ogre. A few little bags like that have to be as light as air to you. Light. Ooh, I know. How about I use a magic spell to make these oh-so-heavy bags light as air for my poor weak ogre? They're all your bags. Super light. Huh? Did you do something again? Go on, pick them up. So light. No way, I was so shocked. I shouted so light without thinking about it. Yep, that's a spell for making things light. Look, this is my shocked face. Nico, you try picking them up. So light. Haha, your magic really can come in handy, Nico. You've grown so much. He's probably gonna just leave her with them then. Yep, my magic comes in handy in all sorts of situations. It's the next most convenient thing to Ziploc baggies. But, Nico, don't use magic all willy-nilly in the city. Huh? Why can't I? Do you really want all these people to know you're a witch? If word gets out that you can use magic, it'll attract all kinds of unsavory sorts. Besides, we have no idea what kind of disaster could be looming. It'd be better to avoid doing anything that draws attention to yourself. To be honest, I'd rather you didn't go to school either. What, you want me to stay all holed up at home? That's the most effective way to avoid risks. I get where you're coming from, Moy. And I don't want to cause trouble for anyone either, but I can't stay cooped up in the house all the time. It's an ironclad rule for witches to use their magic for the good of others. A newly trained witch's power is still unstable. The best way to stabilize it is for her to go out into society, interact with people, and use her magic to help them. Staying alone just increases the temptation to turn to darker powers. So it's better for you to have as much human contact as possible when practicing then. Yeah, I know it'll probably be hard for you, but this is a really important final step for my training. I want to become a great witch, one who can help everyone. Nico hardly ever talks about her dreams. Alright. I'm your familiar. If you want to be a great witch, then it's my duty to help you. I really like this for her character. I really like both of them already. Still, letting everyone at school know you're a witch seems problematic. Limiting that information to only a few select friends will probably be best. Otherwise, it'd be hard to protect you. Nico, witch in love. Do you think romance will blossom? I think his demeanor's a bit heavy for that right now. I wonder if he's just not interested in romance yet. Though, he totally seems like he'll be the smothering type when he does turn to romance. You know, sending along texts full of dour warnings, telling me don't do this or don't do that. But he's a decent guy though, really. He could just stand to lighten up a little, maybe. But you know, there's something about his heavy demeanor that's kinda attractive. I dare almost say hot. Like a passionate fire ready to break loose. A fire's broken loose. Huh? Look, that building's burning. What? Has everyone gotten out? Where's the fire department? Moy, up there. I see a person in the window. Someone didn't get out in time. I'm going to save them. Wait, what do you think you're doing? I'm going to use my wand to fly up there and rescue them. Disaster will befall Nico. No, it's too dangerous. Heck, do you even know how to save people while you're flying? You'll just lose control of your broom like you did yesterday. Besides, with all these people watching, remember what I said? I'm going to become a great witch who helps people. Okay, I'm going with you. Huh? You concentrate on the flying, I'll do the rescuing. Okay, and they fly up. What's that up there? Are you okay, ma'am? Anyone else in there? No, it's just me. Good, jump over to me. Okay. And then the broom starts to lose control. Or wand, rather. Nico? We must be over the broom's weight limit. Okay, so it's fine to call it a broom. 3 people on one broom is way too heavy. And you didn't think of this earlier? We're crashing. Kya. Wait, I know. That spell that makes things light. Cast it on me. Gotcha. Super light. Okay, it worked. You're light as air now, Moy. Yeah, that's like super awesome, babe. See? Do what I tell you and the whole world would be like seriously way better and stuff. So light. Moy? Hey, pretty lady, that was real intense, huh? But you say, hey. Oh, God. But you're safe now, 'cause I rescued you. You can thank me by, like, giving me your number. Oh no, Moy has turned into a ditzy flirt. Uh-oh, when I cast super light on him, it must have lightened up his personality, too, so much that he turned into an airhead. Excuse me, what are you talking about? And are we flying on a broom? Who in the world are you people? Like, get this, she's a witch, like, a real magical girl. Isn't that funny? So light. Seriously? You're seriously gonna say that? After you told me not to tell anyone. A witch? Yep, like, for reals, and I'm totes an ogre, too, lol. You're telling her everything. Oops, it looks like 3 people is still too heavy. Hey, whoa, babe, while I'm totes into a rockin' ride, I'm so not into crashing and burning. Or not all about crashing and burning. Your impression of airheaded people is definitely off, Moe. Oh, hey, Nico, babe, the park over there is, like, empty. We can totes make a nice an ace landing there. An ace landing? Moe, could you not talk right now, please? I really need to concentrate. Woot, like, totally aced the landing. Cast super light on herself. Whoa. Anyway, thank you very much. I owe you my gratitude. You saved my life. Yeah, like, no prob, babe. All in a day's work and stuff. They're awful bright. So, can I ask who the two of you are? Oh, Moe, this is, like, so not good. We totes forgot our bags in the city. Okay, so, like, we have to zip back to town and grab our stuff real quick. See you later, ma'am. It was, like, totally magical and stuff to meet you. Huh? Wow, they were so airheaded. Ha, my arms. Feel like they're gonna fall off. Weird, why is all our stuff suddenly so heavy? Oh wait, this spell has an after effect. Everything it was cast on gets ultra heavy when it wears off. It has after effects? Seriously, like, warn me about that stuff ahead of time, babe. I don't need no crazy dumb after effects and stuff. It's way too whack. And then he just drops. Moe, body so heavy, feel like lead, and there's the after effect. Here's mine. She drops as well. No, really. All I'm saying is that when I get in touch with you, I really want to reply right away. Is that so hard? Do you have a reason not to reply right away? I mean, I'm your bodyguard. I have to know where you are at all times to do my job. Okay? Okay, I'll send all of this to you in a text so you have it handy. It hurts that everyone always doubts me all the time. So they're super heavy in personality now as well. It hurts that everyone always doubts me all the time. No one understands me. It feels like I don't belong anywhere. So heavy. Okay, that was really good too. Between this and ITLC, I'm really excited for the future of getting to do this weekly. Plus, when I catch up to Yak as a dentist, that's incredible. Once I get Tis Time for Torture Princess in here, that's really good too. So, yeah, I'm excited for the future of Jump Week. Yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If there are any other manga from Jump or Jump Plus that you want me to add on to this, just let me know. And, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about all these chapters and my thoughts on them and all that. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. Just ask and I can give you a link. And if you would like to help support the channel on Patreon to help me to continue making videos, it is patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.